Hi, my name is Luciana Zambrano, and I'm excited to walk you through your past donor engagement breakout room. So, this breakout room is all about your relationship nurturing. So, we want for you to start identifying your who, your what, and your how. Who will you reach out to? What will you ask for them? And how will you ask them? So, when you start thinking about your donation strategy and how to engage past donors, you want to make sure that you can download and you have your strong past donor database so that you can start doing that relationship nurturing. Remember that you can do this by downloading your donation database or your donor database from your Mighty Cause, which is your Give Miami Day account page. We are linking below a resource for you to do the step-by-step process to download your recurrent donors and your retention donor database so that these are the people that you can start building your database to nurture those relationships. So starting with the who will you reach out to? So who are these people that you are reaching out to and what role do they play within your organization? So when we start thinking about your past donors, these are people that have already been engaged with the organization and have already donated to your organization at some point, whether that was through a past Give Miami Day campaign, whether that was a gala attendee, or that was a past donor for another fundraising campaign that you might have done. So we want for you to start thinking about them on different capacities or at different levels, because based on this, it will depend how you will ask them to support you as an organization, to donate to your organization during Give Miami Day. So when you think about your cheerleaders, they are family, friends, and followers. These are the people that love you as an organization. They love you as a person. Then you have your peers and your doers, which are your volunteers or your team members. You have your organizational fans, who are your board members or mentors. Your cause ambassadors, which are usually your collaborators and partners. These are people that support you as an organization because they believe in your mission at large. And finally, you will have your beneficiaries. These are the people who have received your products or services as an organization. So when you have mapped them out, you can start listing them out based on like if they're cheerleaders, they're peer doers, they're organizational fans. Again, you'll be matching your list of people with each of these categories. Then you want to start thinking about what will you ask for them. So what can or will they do for your campaign and how much can they donate? So considering this as a matrix, you want to start thinking about how you can involve or at what level you can involve this different group of people, right? So you can consider on low involvement for them to help you get the word out about your donation campaign. So you want to make sure that you're making it easy for them to share your donation campaign, and this could happen by you sharing with them your story kit that could include like different social media graphics or talking points or email templates that they can just plug and play and then spread out for their other networks. When it comes to mean involvement around your campaign itself, you can ask them to help you make introductions to other people that can lead to a donation itself. So you want to make sure that that relationship is reciprocal. So ask yourself, what will they ask? What will they gain from me or for them by introducing me to this new person? Finally, when it comes to high involvement, this where another example of this could look like they will reach out to their networks and fundraise on your behalf. So think about this as a peer-to-peer campaign. So you want to make easier for them to help you fundraise on your behalf. So for example, you want to make sure that they have a clear vision statement and a mission statement, a fundraising goal. And you want to make sure that you give them your templates for your peer-to-peer campaign. So you want to make sure that they can replicate it, but they can also personalize based on their organizational vision and how they can support you or how they want to support you. You have a whole tool during your Give Miami Day page, which is Mighty Cause, where you can create your peer-to-peer fundraising. These are called fundraiser templates on Mighty Cause. So we're leaving as well below a whole tool into how you can copy and create your fundraiser template to share with your networks. Then when we start thinking about how much can they donate, you can start breaking them down based on your donation campaign or your fundraising campaign goal. So going from a small donation that could go from $25 to $500, and you want to make sure that it's easier for them to donate to you. So these are easy to ramp up, or new younger donors. You can keep your cheerleaders or your fans engaged. So usually you want to make sure that your peers and doers who are the ones supporting you can also donate to you at this bracket. Then, with donations usually recommended for organizational fans and loyal donors. And this is a way for them to step up on their donation game with your organization. Finally, big donations I can consider from more than $5,000 or more than $10,000. And this usually aligns with your donor's desire on transformational impact and recognition. So again, whenever you're thinking of your donor database and at what levels they can donate, consider how you are gonna be asking them. So a few example over here of this organization that they have positioned the different people at different levels, right? So for example, you want your peers and doers to help you more on your donation campaign, for example, by creating their peer-to-peer page, but maybe they might not be donating that much. However, you want to make it easier for your cause ambassadors and those who believe on the cause itself to donate at a higher level with a less effort when it comes to their campaign involvement. So again, considering your campaign strategy, you want to position your different people at different levels into this axis. So for example, I will ask my cheerleaders to donate $25 for my peers and doers to share the post on your Give Miami Day page, and for my organizational fans to help me introduce me to someone new so that I can reach new audiences. Then you want to start asking them how, or you want to start considering how would you ask them to donate to your organization. So what language do they speak? Do they speak data? Do they speak emotions? What is the communication channel that you will use to engage these new donors? So think about them with intention. Do they care about data again? Do they care about emotions, connection to your cause? Like whenever you start thinking about how they connect with you, you want to draft a personalized message based on the way of how they talk and how they want to receive information. So a few examples of them, it's for cheerleaders, sharing that, you have been the biggest cheerleaders in our organization and we need your support to help us get to our fundraising goal and Give Miami Day 2025. So please donate $25 so that you can support the impact of our organization. Or for example, for board members, they might talk more data, right? Your leadership has helped us grow and now we're aiming higher this year. So last year you helped us to raise or to reach X amount of people with your donation. This year we're looking forward to raise X amount of money. So will you help us amplify the campaign, or will you help us to make a donation to our fundraiser campaign? Again, based on what they care about, you want to make sure that you draft that message based on that profile of the person. Finally, consider how you will reach them. So do you want to consider a more massive approach and reach them out like massively by email blasts, newsletters, or social media? Do you want to make a more digital but individualized approach, meaning that you do one-on-one emails, calls, or texts? Or you want to do a more personalized approach, meaning that you invite these donors to meetings, conversations, coffee dates, or tours to your organization. So these are a few things for you to start considering when you're building your relationship nurturing campaign. So for example, again, going back to my cheerleaders, I will ask them to donate $25 and I will do this via social media and sending to separate emails. For my peers and doers, I will share a link to my Give Miami Day profile. And to my organizational fans, I will ask them to introduce me to someone new, and I will ask this on an in-person meeting. Another thing that you would like to consider is who on your organization will be reaching out to these people. Final step, after your donation, you want to make sure that you always are acknowledging your donors. So again, your donor engagement strategy, whether it's for new donors or for past donors, doesn't end on the donation itself. You always want to make sure that you're adding your step for acknowledgement always for that donor engagement or to those donors. So don't forget to develop a thank you message. This will go a long way while you are in the middle of your fundraising campaign. So a few examples of this could look like, thank you so much for caring about our cause. Our organization is deeply grateful for your generous support. Or thank you so much for making our introduction. This has led us to secure a 1,000 donation during this Give Miami Day campaign. Another thing that you would want to consider once you are drafting your outreach message, it's also drafted based on what they care about. So, for example, you can thank them in a public way. For your beneficiaries, you can create an impact story alongside them into how their donation makes sense. So, and how the donation impacted their lives. So we will provide with you some resources for you to copy and paste as a few thank you message examples that you can modify for your Give Miami Day campaign. With that, we want to make sure that you are tracking, measuring, reflecting. This is your last step on your donor engagement strategy. And with that, we'll be having a specific session on a 2025 debrief on how that looked like. So make sure you save the date on December 9th, where we are going to be going in depth into what to do next and how to plan for 2026. So with that, I want to say thank you for listening. We're so excited for you and for your Give Miami Day campaign in 2025. We can wait to see how you make it live and how you can make it happen.